Hi folks, welcome back to Raki's IY Lab, a Techno Hub channel for placement training. So today's session, we're going to discuss about data loader. So in this session, we're going to discuss about data loader. So we should know what is data loader all about. The data loader is a tool that allows the user to upload the record in bulk. In case you want to upload data more than 50,000. So if it is going to be within 50,000, then you can go with import wizard. Right. Last section we discussed about import wizard, but now, so if you want to bulk, if you want to load the data in bulk, if it is more than 50,000, it is going to be 1 lakh records, more than 1 lakh records, right? That case, what you do, then you have to go with data loader. So in Salesforce, we have a tool called data loader. Using this data loader, we are going to upload the data in a bulk. So user can choose between a wizard type or a name of interface, or technical people can use the command line interface. So like if it is going to be end user or the users, they can use the wizard type, or else with wizard type interface, or else you can go with, if at all you're a technical person, you're a developer, you can go with command line interface. So files are simply mapped via dragging and dropping, and the data loader allows the user to upload the bulk data to any object, no matter it's of standard or custom data, right? No matter it is going to be standard object or custom object. So files will be mapped here. So with your object fields will be mapped with the Excel header files, same like data import wizard, right? It is going to be mapped, and then based on that, the data will be uploaded here. Got it? So with the help of data loader, we can able to upload the data records in a bulk, for which we are going to use a tool. Salesforce data loader is a tool provided by a Salesforce to perform to follow operations on the data, to perform following operation on the data, right? The data loader is a tool provided by the Salesforce. It is going to perform some operation on the data. By using Salesforce data loader, you can upload up to 5 lakhs record. Up to 5 lakhs record, you can able to upload. We can able to upload up to 5 lakhs record. Salesforce data loader is a good tool to load bulk amount of data into your Salesforce object. Salesforce data loader is a good tool to load bulk amount of data, right? How much of data you can able to load at a time? So up to 5 lakhs records can be loaded at a time. By using Salesforce data loader, you can schedule the load. Like so what are the operations we can perform using data loader? Like we can able to do insert, update, upsert, delete, export and export all. Whereas coming to hard delete, we don't have an option to do hard delete, right? So when you do hard delete is equal to control all deletes, right? The entire data will be deleted. Hard delete, we will not be able to do with the here in this training environment. We will not be able to allow to do hard delete. It is not possible. So other than hard delete, we can able to do insert, update, upsert, delete, export, and export all can be done. So here using the data loader, what are the operations that we are going to perform? So we are going to perform insert, update, upsert, delete, export, and export all, right? So now let me see what is the difference between data loader and the Apex data loader, right? That is difference between import wizard and Apex data loader. Let me see what is the difference between import wizard and Apex data loader. When it comes to import wizard, it can upload only 50,000 records, right? It can upload only 50,000 records. Whereas Apex data loader it can upload at a time, it can upload up to 5 lakhs records, right? At a time, it can load account, contact, lead, solution, and all custom object. Here, it can go with all standard objects and custom object together. So duplication will happen here, but duplication will not be happen here also. In the import wizard, also duplication will not be allowed, right? Whereas what is the operation that we can do with import wizard? We can able to do insert, update, upsert, only this operation. Here, we can do all the operations, insert, update, upsert, delete, hard delete, right? Then we can do export, all, everything. Any operation can be done with respect to Apex data loader. This is the main difference between import wizard and Apex data loader. In the import wizard, we can able to do only 50,000 records. Whereas here at Apex data loader, we can able to do 5 lakhs records at a time. We can able to do it, right? This is the main difference. Now let me see what are the features of data loaders. Now let me see what are the features of data loaders, like easy to use wizard interface for interactive user, and an alternative command line interface for automated batch operation. So supports for large files up to 5 million records. So maximum it can go with 5 million records also. Drag and drop field mapping. Supports for all objects, including custom objects, can be used to process data in both Salesforce and database.com. So it says sometimes it says that we can able to what is that? Suppose large files with up to 5 million records it can able to do it. So, but maximum is 5 lakhs, but it says that still we can able to go up to 5 million records, right? So here the future is that easy to use Wizard interface for interactive use, alternative command line interface for automated batch operation can be done. So using command line interface, we can able to do batch operation here. Supports large files up to 5 lakhs records or 5 million records. Drag and dropping on the mapping field. Supports all objects, including custom object, can be used to process data in both Salesforce and database.com. So you can process both in Salesforce and also in the database.com environment, right? So these are the features of data loaders and details such as success and error log files in the CSV format. So data loader finally, once it has been done, right, it is going to give the success and error log files also. So it is built in CSV file viewer. Supports for Windows 7, 8 and 10 versions, right? So the data loader built in CSV file viewer. So it will be viewed in the form of CSV file. So comma separated value file. So then supports up to Windows 7, 8 and 10 it supports, right? Suppose other operating system also, right? Like a Macintosh, Linux, it do supports any other operating system, right? So now what are the operations performed in data loader? What are the operations performed in data loader? There are 7 operations can be performed in data loader. One is going to be insert, update, upsert, delete, hard delete, export all. Insert, you know very well what is all about insert. Try to insert the record, add the new records. Update, it tends to update, right? It is going to overwrite, right? So going to make the changes on the existing record. Upsert, either it is going to insert and then it is going to update. If the data, if the Excel sheet contains the current that is the already existing data, then going to update. If any new records are there, then it will be inserted, right? That is what upsert is the combination of insert and update, right? Whereas coming to delete is going to, it is marked for deletion, it will be available for 15 days in the recycle bin, right? Then hard delete, where the delete option stores information recycle bin for a limited period of time. Hard delete remove, they try to delete the entire data directly, right? Even it will not store it on the recycle bin. Export, right? Like how the alternative way is called export, right? So like import, right? So we are going to export the data from Salesforce object to the CSV file, right? CSV format, that is called export. Let export all will try to export all the live records, right? Will export all will also remove anything that is in the recycle bin and as well as anything that has been archived. It also remove from the recycle bin also. It will export everything, right? And try to archive also, right? That is export all will do. These are the operations performed in the data with the help of data loader. These are the operations performed with the help of data loader, right? So now in order to use data loader, we have to install certain things. But still now I told you that nothing is required. Only for data loader alone, we require the tool here. We have to download, right? Two things that we have it. We require JDK, for which we have to go to Zulu website and we have to download the JDK, right? And the other thing is that we have to download the data loader from our production environment. These are the two things that we have to do. For which the system requirements for Windows, right? Because most probably most of we people will be using Windows operating system, right? So like the data loader is compatible with Windows 7, Windows 8, and Windows 10. Minimum 120 MB of disk space is required. Minimum of 256 MB RAM is required. Zulu OpenJDK version 14 or 15 now. The latest version is 16. You can install 16 also, right? So now how to download your data loader from the Salesforce? In order to download the data loader from the data management, that is, you have to download from the data management, right? For which what you have to do? You have to go to home under quick find box. You type data loader. The data loader page will be, the link will be there. You click on it, it will take you to this page. From this page, you're going to click on download data loaders for Windows. Download data loaders for Windows. When you click on this, the MSI file or what zip file will be downloaded, or WinRAR file or zip file will be downloaded. After that, you store it on a particular page and then you extract it, right? On the particular folder and then you extract it. You store it on the particular folder and then extract it, right? After this, now we'll continue with how to download the Zulu OpenJDK version 11, or but now here this old version, but now it is 16 for Windows using MSI5, right? So what we do, we have to go to www.azul.com, download Zulu community. There you have to go. We have to download the MSI file, and then we are going to, if it is going to be even we have zip file also, you can download zip file and you can extract it and then you can install it, right? So right click the zip file and select extract all, right? It get extracted. In the data loader folder, double click on the install.batch file. You will get an unknown publisher error message. You can ignore it and then run the file. Specify where the install data load and select where to override the existing data load installation. Specify where to create the data load launch icon on your desktop or a start menu shortcut data loader complete the installation. So doing all this thing, we complete the installation, right? So now let me see one by one how to install, right? Installing the Salesforce data loader in the local system. Click on the data loader and select the operating system to which you want to download. Now Apex data loader will download in our local system. Install the latest Java version in your local mail system. Now install the Salesforce data loader, right? That's how we are going to do. Now we'll see one by one. First step, right? In order to install, first you have to download, right? You have to go to the what is that? www.azulu.com/download/Zulu community/ then you have to go there and then you have to download your Windows version. There MSI is there. Scroll down, you can see Windows MSI is there. You can download. After downloading, right? Then what you do? Go to second step. Then download the data loader from the Salesforce page. Once you've done it, right? Just now I showed you. After doing it, then what you have to do? You have to install the JDK. The Zulu JDK has to be installed first, right? So once it is installed, once Zulu JDK has been installed, then you try to download this. What is it? Data loader, and then unzip it, right? Then you can see that install that batch file is called. Batch file is there. You double click it, the batch file will do everything, right? Everything is written inside that batch file, right? You're going to install it. Now, after you install, right, create a new folder, allow it in the default folder to the install, right? Create a new folder, allow it in the new folder, right? Default folder to install. Once it is installed, right, after successful installation, you will get below like this. You'll get you will get the information like this, right? So once it is done, right? Once it is done, after installing the icon on the desktop, you can see the desktop. You can see the icon. Finally, the data loader is ready for the work. Finally, the data loader is ready for the work, right? So now let me get into demo. How to installation demo? Like what I'll do, like right. Right. Again, I'll go back to. So now I have to install Azulu, right? So Azul. Zulu JDK for Windows 10. So now I'm going to click on this website, right? So it will take you to this page. Actually, scroll down. Right now here you can see download Azulu build of OpenJDK. Right, it is for Macintosh. Now it is for Windows. Now see it is 16.0.1 plus 9. But I have told 11 there. That is old version. But now we have to install 16 version 16. Now see here. So we have tar and zip file. Right. Now what we'll do? I want this ARM64. Right. So ARM64. Now again we'll scroll down. Now coming here. Now see here. Now Windows 2012 release 2 or later. x86-64-bit JDK is there. Right. So now here we have checksum SHA 256 JSC 16 certificate. How to install it? On right hand side you have MSI. You click on this. So it gets downloaded. Right? It gets downloaded. After downloading, right? Then what you do? Right? Again you have to go to login.salesforce.com. Right? You go to login.salesforce.com. Then so enter your credentials and enter your password. Right, and log into your production environment. Once you log into your production environment, right? So under home we have quick find box. You have to type data loader. You type data loader. right? You have to type data loader. So now click on data loader, right? Click on data loader and then download data loader for Windows. Download the data loader for Windows. You click on this particular link, it gets downloaded. Once it is downloaded, right? Now what you'll do, right? I'm going to share a new share now. Thing is that I have to open the folder where I've copied everything, right? Now I'm shared here. Now you can see that Zulu 16.0, that 16.13, 15, and F1 CAJDK 1.16.01 Win 64 is there. I'm going to double click it. I'm going to double click it. So it is preparing to install. So now see here. Now I'm going to click next, right? So now, everything will be installed, right? Now everything will be installed. Now click next. Then I say install. Now JDK will be installed. Zulu JDK 16.3.30.15, 16.0.1, 64-bit will be installed in my system. You have to wait for some time. Now you say yes. The files are getting copied. So now let me finish it. Click on finish. Yes. Now the installation is over. Now what I have to do? I have to right click downloader, that is data loader.bin, and extract here, right? So it get extracted here itself. Now you can see the extracted file has been. So now what I have to do? I have to click on. Now we'll see the data loader installation now. So for installing the data loader, what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on install. So now the data loader is getting loaded here. Now I will change my sharing settings. Like let me share this file here so that I can able to view this window. Now it is asking the data loader installation creates a folder in your C/user/user directory. Which folder should it use? Right? I will go with the default folder. I'm going to press enter. So that now the file is getting, all the files are getting stored in the particular folder called the data loader folder. And inside the data loader folder, we have v51.0.1, that folder. You can see that all these files would be available. So now what I'll do, now it is asking, would you like to create the start menu shortcut? Now as of now it is creating an error, so that I'll say no. I no need to create a shortcut. Would you like to create a desktop icon? No, right? As of now, I'm going to say no, right? So now I'll say this is data load installation is 20. I have to go to C drive. Go to C drive, go to user. Under user, you have a folder called data loader. Under data loader, you have V5 version 51.0.1. Double click it. So there you can see this folders, all the details will be there. We have bin file, config, sample, data loader, right? So actually the icon, this icon should be displayed. But here you can see a jar file called data loader 5101 point under that is the jar file is available. Then what I'll do, I'll create a shortcut on to my desktop. So right click it, then you say send it to desktop create shortcut. So now by then the desktop you can see that you can see you can able to see the shortcut would be created. Now let me share it again. I'll share my desktop now. Now you can see the shortcut has been created. Now I'm going to change the name for it. Right click and rename. I'm going to remove all the remaining things. Right. This will remove all the things. Then I'll say this data loader. Right. Now and click on data loader. You see the data loader will be loaded automatically. Right. So now this is how the data loader will get loaded automatically. This is how the data loader will get automatically loaded. Right. it has been done, right? Once successfully all the installation is over, finally you're going to get the data loader is ready to work, right? Once it is done, now it is ready to work here. Now, actually, the data loader should come like this, but in this version, it not know it is showing some error. It is not showing. Instead of that, we are doing that way, right? So, guys, I think you have understood about the data loader very well, right? The installation here in this session, we are installing the data loader and then Zoho JDK because the backend is going to be JDK because it's been created in JDK Java using Java, so we require JDK. Got it? So JDK has been installed, and that is Zulu JDK has been installed. Then only the loader, data loader, will get loaded here. So, like, I think you understood the concept here. And then please do you please subscribe to my channel. In case if you have any doubts, you can call me 855079168 or 8142000037. It's Raki's IBA Lab, a Techno Hub channel for placement training. Please, if you have any doubts, you can pen me or you can write a mail to info.ibalabs@gmail.com. Please click on subscribe button, right, and then click on like button without fail, and then click on bell icon, right? Please be safe. If you're not done your vaccination, please go and do your vaccination. That has help us to avoid getting corona, getting positive. Prevention is better than cure. Try to prevent yourself. Please be safe, and then till then you can be sitting in your house. You can learn your Salesforce. Be safe, and please stay tuned. Bye bye.